Transactional dating? What you thinking, bro?
I mean, you know, I don't want to think. I don't want to give my opinion without facts. So I'm gonna bam.
Let's go,
gentlemen. Now this is an actual thing. All right, here it is.
Okay.
Transactional dating refers to a type of dating where individuals primarily engage with each other based on a clear expectation of mutual benefit. Ooh, mutual. Essentially trading, quote unquote, something like companionship, financial support, or physical intimacy, with the primary motivation being to receive something in return rather than forming a deep emotional connection. Transactional dating. So now we have a more formal term for friends with benefits. It's called transactional dating.
There's back in the old days, they used the barter system.
There you go. Okay.
Right? So the barter system, right? The barter system, if you look it up, right? This is how our economics of commerce came out of the barter system.
There you go.
In the old days. Barter system is simply the trades of goods and services without the use of currency.
There you go.
Without the use of currency. And so if I got a couple of loaves of barley for your cow, then we'll trade, right?
Yeah.
Now when we add the use of money to it, it gets a little hectic.
There you go.
Right? It gets more of a financial institution type of concept then, when you're thinking about transactions. So in a relationship, transactions are okay, right? If I am giving something to receive something, that is okay all the way through.
Absolutely.
But if I'm doing something to receive money, or am I using money to receive something?
There you
go.
That's
a business transaction. That should not be in dating.
Like getting her nails done, giving her money for her nails to be done is a
right. In the dating phase. We're talking about practice, not the game.
Not the game, bro.
Practice,
not the game,
right? Not the game. We ain't talking about the courting verse of
no.
We ain't talking about the courting section. We talking about the dating section. I can date to get to know you. You know what I'm saying? If I'm courting you, I'm doing this for a purpose. I have a destination to get to. Destination is marriage. Destination is, you know what I'm saying, family or whatever the case may be. That's courting. Dating, I'm just getting to know you. I ain't gotta pay for your nails to get to know you.
Exactly.
Come check us out live with all new shows Sunday nights at 5:30 on YouTube. It's the Mailroom Show right here on the Mailroom Network.
Ay. Look. I'm too cool for the rules, baby, get off of me. Never need no push, I do it all for me. Keep a couple real hitters, got them on call for me. Money moving, got it in the market where it ought to be. Too true for the flex, baby, don't cap to me. Drop 50, bring 150 right back to me. Keep a couple real hitters, got them on call for me. Money moving, got it in the market where it ought to be. Look, Papa don't preach, teachers don't teach. Gon' reach, that's facts. I ain't worried about none of that. I'm making that cash day. Bunch of O's like NASCAR, but it's really more like NASDAQ. Why they thinking that they hot when they really more like quarter on me like a referee? Hating what they'll never be. Small top with a big bottom, yeah, shorty shaped like a letter D. Let her have it, then I let her be. If you love it, gotta let it grow. Crazy cause you really never know. When I'm hurting, never let it show. I'm a two-tone, two-phone, two-chain, new thing, lane whip, but you a broke. Low class, no cash, certified lame. I've been getting to it like I ought to. Couldn't pick, so I bought two. Understand why your chick came, I'm just trying to figure why she brought you. I'm really reppin' and I'm flexed up, and I ain't gotta tell him I'm next up. Sleep on the they rest up, but I'm up and I'm getting my checks up. Me and the fellas be high as propellers, ain't could tell us we great. Looking at like how do you figure unless you could talk about eight figures. I'm too cool for the rules, baby, get off of me. Never need no push, I do it all for me. Keep a couple real hitters, got them on call for me. Money moving, got it in the market where it ought to be.
This is a deep question. First of all, I'm gonna say I think people's feelings they're always gonna find a way to justify. Like everybody has their own perception of what. I think everybody has their own perception of what a justifiable feeling is. Because if they explain it to you, they're going to explain it in a way that they are justified. In terms of this question, I really think it's
Hold on, dog. Hey, dog. That boy coming out the gate, dog. I'm gonna have to get. I gotta put a polo on.
I could fall in. Look at my last bit. Ain't got a tiptoe. I'm all in. Think on a level that can't fail. And I roll me a J with the hate mail. Been doing good on the merch sale. All this bread on me look like a bake sale. Tell her your what's really good. I'll be really good on a jaw jack. Send an email about the bread. I'ma hit you back with the call back.
When you
for the rules, baby, get off of me.
and when you are at
Never
a
need no
peaceful
push, I
state
do it
with
all for
yourself
me.
and you're happy,
Keep a couple
listen,
real hitters, got them on call
happiness
for me.
is not pleasure. I need us to understand this. Happiness is the complete satisfaction with yourself. You are satisfied with who you are.
You know what I'm saying? Like people put the material things in front. You know what I'm saying? To make that contractual.
Yep.
And then after that, you're permitted to have my feelings. You know what I'm saying? Now I'll be soft and kind and compassionate after you make $100,000 a year, and after you are 6'4", and after you are athletic.
So
you know what I'm saying?
Wait, Joe, you mean to tell me that in order for me to create some benevolence in my relationship, as far as kindness and politeness and submissive and willingness to just be kind to me, it's going to cost me a whopping $100,000 a year?
Whopping. A grand total, right?
A grand total?
Yeah.
What up? What up? What up, Joe? Welcome to the MALEROOM Show. Yo, it's my job to introduce the crew. You know how we do, man. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's go. Up first, we got Ron Owen. We got my man JP the 10 in the building. Your boy Tank Biz. You know what I love to do? Love to make this rock. Hey. What up, though? What up, though? Yo.
Yeah.
Episode number 6. Episode number 6.
Again, baby.
Of the MALEROOM show. This is season number 4. What's going on, fellas? What's up with y'all, man?
What's happening, brethren? Y'all good?
We good.
Yes, sir.
Swaggy. Feeling swaggy.
Man.
Swaggerlicious.
Swaggerlicious over there.
You looking too, bro. What's your shirt? What's your shirt say, Jay? That look dope.
Gotta tap that ash.
Yeah, you come.
That's dope.
Yo, man. Welcome to the MALEROOM show, everybody. Yo, it's good to see everybody in the building, man. We got chill. We tap that ash. We got chill in the building. Saying happy Sunday, family. Hit the like button as you come on in. Hit the like button. It's free, y'all. It's free. Hit the like button real quick for your boys, man. Talks with Todd in the building. What up, dope?
What up, Talk with Todd? What up, man?
Todd.
Appreciate you tapping in.
Also show some love to Todd. What up, though? Yo, we thank you for tapping in for show 100%. So you already know this is my first time catching y'all live. Well, I hope you stay around, man. Hope you stay around, man, and see what we cracking with, dog.
Yeah.
Cold as the GOAT.
Cold as the GOAT. What up, though?
Yeah, cold as the GOAT. What up, though? Long time no see, man. What's cracking lacking like that Michigan hat, bro? Blue Nation all day. He's saying what up, though?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sweet 16, baby.
Sweet 16, baby.
Sweet 16,
first time in 3 years, man. We got Auburn on Friday, man. So we about to go in.
Yeah, we about to go in on that, dog, for sure. Hey, yo, another mod of all mods saying what up, though, to us, man. Hello, everyone. Sean Tillman is in the building as well. So we got some mods. We got Todd. We got all kind of stuff going on. We had Odd.
Yeah.
We doing all kind of stuff. Listen. Yo, man, we love to start the show off a little bit light, a little bit cool. So it's time for a little bit of the funny, man. Let's get to it real quick, all right? Yo, so this segment right here is time for the funny. And look here. This is a riddle. It's a riddle me this, riddle me that situation, man. Look, all I got to say is when not listening goes wrong, all right? When not listening goes wrong. And let me tell you something. In this particular video, I just want y'all to catch these sound bites and these inserts. It is hilarious. Let's get to it.
How old are you?
I'm 27.
Let's say you're driving a bus all through Cherry Hill. You drop off 10 kids to pick up 2, and they all got black shirts on. How old is the bus driver?
I don't know that you didn't tell the age. You just said they dropped off kids and picked up somebody. No, say that over again.
Let's say you driving a bus all through Cherry Hill, right? You pick up 10 kids and drop off 2. They all got black shirts on. How old is the bus driver?
Bro, it's no answer in that question.
Come on, friend. I don't want you to look bad on the video.
Babe, you didn't say no answer.
Yeah, when did you get cute?
Yo, hold on, so
You didn't say his age. You said you driving a bus through Cherry Hill. You dropped off 10.
Driving the bus.
Somebody driving a bus.
So how old is the bus
and
driver?
they drop off 10 kids.
How old is the bus driver?
You never say that.
Wait, so if I'm saying you driving a bus, how old would the bus driver be?
You never said that.
Oh, yo, come on, bro.
The level of frustration in them inserts, dog. Look, man.
Come on, fam.
Common sense. He asked you, how old are you? That's the first question he asked you. She said, I'm 27. All right. Let's say, for instance, you driving the bus. He give you all this other stuff. Okay, how old is the bus driver? You never. I mean, the inserts was crazy, dog. The inserts,
dog.
Like
said,
you are,
yo,
you are the bus driver.
You are the driver,
dude. You are the driver. How old are you, girl? How old are you, yo? This was absolutely insane. I was cracking up when my man started getting that rod. He started hitting the table. He was so pissed off, man. Rollo, man, it is on you, my brother. It's on you.
Are the bus driver. How old are you? Hey, shout out to Busy for another funny clip, man. Hey, again, me and Jay never see those until the show, so that if we be be killing it just as much as y'all. So that was a dope one, Busy. I appreciate that one. But once again, man, we are here. Thank you to everybody tapping into the live. Shout out to our mods in the building, man. Y'all know what it is, man. They keep us moving. Shout out to everybody new. Again, Talk with Todd. Welcome. We appreciate you being here. Coldest to go. Thank y'all. Everybody tapping in the chat. We are here once again for conversation and camaraderie to discuss topics that are so relevant to men and women in society today. I'm so blessed and happy to be here with my brothers for another Sunday. With that being said, as we on another round table that has turned into the Mailroom Show, my brothers, does never ever forget the foundation that is our Trinity. Salute.
Salute, my brothers. Salute.
Man, we got a good show for y'all today, man. I hope y'all enjoy it. Sit back, relax, and I'll rock with your boys for a little while. All right, fellas, y'all ready to get into it?
All the time.
All right, man. Let's get into a topic, man, today. Fellas, what are your 3 top turnoffs when it comes to women? It's open. Anybody can go.
I'll kick it off. We got some people getting up, doing their thing with the drinks. Listen, number 1 for me is being loquacious, very talkative. I'm not too much of a fan of that. What I mean by that is this. What I mean by that is the fact that, you know how there's some people, they have conversations, you know, they talk a lot, then they start mentioning things that no one's thinking about. You just bringing stuff up that no one is really concerned about, and then you're in the room while you're bringing it up. Like, no, like, don't bring up somebody else's business without bringing up your own business. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not a big fan on that when it comes from women. Also, being unfriendly, unpleasant. You know what I'm saying? Not approachable, rude. You know, rude to the waitress, rude to just random strangers. Period. You know what I'm saying? I'm reminded of a video where this guy was trying to get this lady's attention. She was like, "Oh my God, I'm married." He was like, "I'm glad you married, but at the same time, you got a flat tire." And she's like, "Oh, help me with my flat tire." He was like, "No, get your husband to do it." You know what I'm saying? So that kind of thing, I'm not really a big fan of that when it comes to a lady. And then lastly, I would say an immature thinker, like a woman that has an immature subject matter, all that kind of stuff. Like, it's our first date. You're already talking about sexual positions. You're already talking about, you know, fish in the tank, whatever is going on. It's like, just, you know, no substance, no type of in-depth type of thing about you. You know what I'm saying? And so that right there is kind of like a turn off, especially the immature thinker thing. I think that a woman should have a level of maturity. And so it kind of reveals like where you are. You know, you could be 40, but you stuck at 15. Like, it kind of reveals where you are to me when it comes to your mentality. So that's just my top 3 right there.
I feel you on the talkative one, bro. That's not my top 3, but that's definitely one that I've definitely experienced, and it's not good for me at all either. You know what I mean? And then I get lost in your conversation, and it just messes the whole experience up. It messes up the date.
Everything.
I just get lost in everything you're saying because you're not saying a lot of nothing, and you jumping from topic to topic. I'm a very focused person. I can listen very well, but you know. And then when you in a state of mind where you are trying to have fun to get to know somebody, like, your state of mind relaxes a little bit, so you're not as serious as you are, like, say, on a day-to-day at work, when your senses are heightened and you're more focused. On the day, you're a little more relaxed, but you're still attentive. So if you lose my attention on a date, that's bad. That's bad. What about you, Jay?
Actually, that communication was number 3 for me. And just and more directly having a mature, sensible conversation.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Especially in the age range we in, bro. Like, you know, I'm not talking about outfits and online shopping and, you know what I'm saying. I'm not talking about that. Like, you know what I mean. It's like, I'm more into what's going on around me, how my mental state is, You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like if you can't have a conversation like that, I mean mature conversation too, to be able to express it like that. You know what I'm saying? And be able to express it, like you know what I mean, like for real, like you know what I mean. Act like you read a book. That's all I'm saying. And then you know what I mean. And you know, the second one is just you know a unfeminine woman. Like in general, nigga. That's my number two. An unfeminine woman. Like I just, you know, some women just been taught right and just know how to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like they inherited good genes for one, and then it was taught right. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just awesome. You know what I'm saying? And then it comes with like what Tay said with the character. You know what I'm saying? With the attitude, you got this polite, mild. You know what I'm saying? Very welcoming, homely attitude, like to things. You know what I'm saying? Very careful, you know what I'm saying, and your you know what I mean, like it's just in your character, like that's just dope, you know what I'm saying, kind of soft spoken, but very, you know what I'm saying, not to be, you know what I'm saying, overtaken, but you know what I'm saying, you classy, stuff like that, like that's my number two. My number one is any woman that practices emasculation. That's a number one thing for me, though. Like, if you're decreasing me, you know what I'm saying? Like, as a man, you know what I'm saying? As a black man, whatever, like anything like that. Like, you just doing that, like, just to do it, like, that's just, or just trying to make your gender better, or just because you're a woman, you got to down me, or whatever the case may be. All that, all that ill balancing. Yeah, very degraded, dog. Like, if you using emasculation, that's just horrible for me, dog. Like, that's the number one thing for me. Like, you know what I mean? To generalize men in a conversation. Men be like, yeah, that's a total. It's like screeching on a chalkboard for me, bro. It's
really bad.
I gotta go.
After they say men be like, after they say men be like, and then after they say that, everything after that be wrong too.
It's downhill from there.
Right.
Wrong.
That's what I'm saying.
Like that's even more of a turn on. That's like I just want to break the bulb at that point. I just want to break the bulb.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because men be like, and then you just wrong right after that. It's like, oh my god. You know what I'm saying?
All downhill from there, my guy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I feel.
Jay, I feel what you. I feel what you're saying about that femininity, man. Like when a female, you know, they have too many masculine traits for your liking. You know what I mean? Some women just have that type of personality, and I get it. But you know, any sense of that turns me off too, bro. Like if you cuss more than me and stuff like that, you know what I mean? And you just got that exterior of hardness I see the femininity occasionally, which attracts me to you initially, but then it all flips around when after your fifth, sixth, or seventh bitch as something, it's a wrap. I just can't do it.
She can give you that palm fist talk,
bro. It's bad, bro. It's bad.
Bro. All I'm saying about these, bro.
It's bad.
Like,
yeah.
Why you
that's bad? That is I already see you smoking weed. I already see you smoking weed heavy. Okay, everybody does that. Now you just
yeah. This chick right here though.
Yeah.
Bro. Bam.
Right.
Hey.
I ain't none of that.
I can't take it.
I ain't none of that. I feel that. That's real, dog.
I can't take
it. Something, though. What did toss to?
Yeah, he said, yeah.
Don't nobody want the brand. Hey,
yeah.
For real.
That's racks, bro. I can't do it. Yeah. I mean,
what's your three, Rollo?
The brat done blossomed a little bit. All right. My three. I think I'm gonna kind of take Jay's approach. I think Tay, you did this too. You did at least to the number one. Well, actually, I'm just gonna go off what I got. So one of them is if you're not emotionally stable. Now, my brothers know, and maybe some people that are watching this, they look at me like, Rob, what the hell are you talking about? They say that because I was definitely at a place where I was not emotionally stable. And it's no excuse, but it was a time in my life where I was dealing with a lot. But I've definitely grown. I've come out of that, and I've learned the importance of just being emotionally stable and not having a knee-jerk reaction to everything that's going on in your relationship, or having a knee-jerk reaction to everything that goes on when you dating somebody, getting to know them. And not just not just your reactions, but your thought process. Like I've also been in situations with women where y'all fellas, let me ask you this. Y'all ever been that fallback guy, that guy like a woman is just comfortable with, and they might get back in touch with you after a little while and they showing you all this energy, like, just because it's familiar. Y'all ever been in that position? Not knowing anything you're going through, not knowing what you've been up to, not knowing if you're dating somebody at the time or if you're emotionally attached to somebody else, but you're just familiar and they want you and they there. Y'all ever been in that situation? I'm talking about that sense of emotional stability as well, where you're just going into something because it feels right and you're not thinking about nothing else. And then when things don't turn out the way you want it, it blows up. So definitely emotional stability, man. Like I've definitely been there. And thanks to my brothers and just thanks to some self-reflection on myself, I've been able to come out of that. So definitely got to be definitely got to be
You talking about stepping on people's shoes in the pews, bro?
It's real, for real. It's real.
Excuse me,
that's facts, though. I can't argue with that, bro.
It's real.
Hey, man, I feel you on that, dog. Go ahead.
Another one for me is no personality. I think one of y'all kind of mentioned that, like no personality at all. Like you can't, you have no, there's no pleasant trait with you. Like, you don't really know how to be in the moment and have a good time. Like the conversations are dry, the interactions are dry, and we just don't click because you're not opening up. You're just blood, like blind. Everything is blind. Like nothing matters. You know what I'm saying? So I've been on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
it's pretty bad.
Yeah,
like, everything. Like everybody's smiling. Like why?
Like why is everybody so happy? Like why are you giving me a compliment? I don't want no compliment. Like
I don't shake hands.
Yeah. I don't shake hands. I don't like people like that. I don't like people. Like, come on.
Am I enjoying myself? I mean, it's cool.
I mean, it's all right. All you did was pick me up from the east side. You live deep west. You know what I'm saying? It's okay, though.
It's bad, bro. It's bad. I can't be the only one putting energy into either us, dating. I'm trying to court you, and I definitely can't be the only one putting energy when we in a relationship. I'm a layered person. It's multiple layers to my personality, but one of them, man, I like to laugh. I'm silly. You know what I'm saying? If I could have a partner that's on that same wavelength, that's the dopest thing, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My last one. I think we can all agree on this, man. Tate mentioned this, like just disrespectful and just rude for no reason. I just can't do it. I cannot do it at all. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect, but there's never no reason to be disrespectful and rude to a person. You know what I mean? Yeah. Especially if they haven't done anything to you directly. You know what I mean? And that's a major thing for me. We out in public, we out to dinner, whatever, and you're just over the top, just rude to our server, or I'm bringing you around my people. And because of who you are, you say something disrespectful or rude, not unconsciously because that's just your behavior. I can't rock with that. So those are my three. And I had to think really hard about this because it's a lot. I'm sure that if we would have said like let's pick 5 or 6, we all would have had 7 or 8. But it is what it is. But disrespectful and rude behavior, that's that last one, man. That's big for me. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
I got a question.
We got some sorry. No, I was just gonna say, man, we got female viewers. I would love to hear a top 3 from a woman in the chat too. So
that's a good idea.
Some confidence in you. Go ahead and throw it in the chat.
From women. yeah, that's
from women. You know what I'm saying? So if you gotta go ahead and throw it in, we'll talk about it. We'll give you some insight on it. Go ahead, bro.
My question, dog, what is your number one major turn on about a woman?
Oh.
Turn on?
Yeah, what's your major turn on? What's the thing that's like, okay, this is where you got a screeching halt. You got to acknowledge this. It turns you on so much that it screeching halts you. And it's like, man, I got to acknowledge that. Like, That's a turn on. Like, what is it?
Yeah.
Just one, the major one, just the number one.
The woman that pursues.
I would have to flip one of the ones I did. I would have to flip it when I said the unfeminine woman. I take the feminine one, a complete feminine package like that. You know what I'm saying? If the dress, conversation, attitude, all is rolling at the same time, I can't do anything with that.
Yeah.
I'm tripping over words. I'm reaching in my pocket, spending ish. Like I can't get enough of it, dog. Like, you smell good, talk to it, got the room. No matter what I'm doing, right? No matter what I'm doing. Like, I might be goofy, I might be serious. Like, don't matter what type of vibe I got. You just like a complete package. No matter what the roller coaster's doing, you just riding. That's crazy. Crazy work for me, bro.
Crazy work.
Yeah, so that's for me though. That's me. That's like instant. Yeah. That's instant oatmeal right there, bro.
That's instant oatmeal. What you said? You said something about what now? You said a woman that does what?
I said I love a woman that pursues you, bro. Like even in just the most random spaces, bro. I was at a, you know what I'm saying? I was at a bar. I want to say last month. One of my boys told me about it, so I just went and met him up there just a random night. And it was this group of people from Chicago, and this one woman. I'm just up at the bar waiting to get a drink, and she just looks at me and said, "You are so handsome." I'm like, "I appreciate that." And she just got to chopping it up with me, asked for my number, and that was that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, that doesn't happen often. And I realized, man, bro, like I realize how much I realize how dope that is whenever it does happen. I'm like, I'll be like, you know what I mean? I'm into like just at that little exchange. I want to get to know a little bit more about you because you just, you. And
I'm pretty sure you're talking about when it's done right too.
Absolutely, yeah, it got to be done right.
You want to know? Hey, yo, son. Let me get them digits. You know what I'm saying? Huh? I know you want this. I want you. You want me. You feel me? Yeah, me and my homegirls over there talking about you over there in the corner.
Talking about you.
And on the contrary, I'm glad Jay said that. Because on the contrary, I'm honest to God. I'm honest to God. This happened to me yesterday. I was going to buy a gift for my little brother. I was coming out the store, and this female saw me walking to my car, and she said, hey, be careful. I saw a female sucking D on the other side of your car. And I'm like, what? And her homegirl just started laughing like, girl, you stupid. Which was probably her way of maybe letting me know something. But I just got in my car and shut the door as quick as
That's goofy.
That was from Debret. That was Debret. Like
that was Debret. Yeah,
the Debret thing. Right.
That was we got a lady in the chat that said Chill and Ahmad talking about having an attitude, disrespect, and overly emotional are her top 3 turn-offs that women do. She don't even like when women do it. Okay, that's what's up. The boy talks to Ty said a funny woman makes me weak because it ain't many of them. That's a fact.
That's facts.
That is facts.
Man, look.
They think they funny.
Man, look. it be crickets, dog. It be.
I mean, she'll bust out laughing at her own joke. You ever had that? You think she's funny, she busts out laughing at her own joke.
Yeah,
and then it's funny as hell. You be like,
right, you gotta get that awkward laugh. Like, you gotta get that. Girl, you gotta get that dumbass awkward laugh. Like, right. and then make sure you sip your drink real quick so you can just move on.
You know what I'm saying? One of those.
The drink move, the drink transition is dope. You like, hey, you funny as fuck though, really.
You stupid. You know what? You crazy, girl. You
just so you can move the hell on.
Just so you can.
Hey, that's funny as hell. I've done that.
Hey, my major turn on. That's my major turn on. Oh, my bad, Rollo.
No, go ahead. I was just.
My major turn on is kind of like linked up with Jay's. Like when a woman, like, you ever took a woman out, bro, and you're like, you didn't have to tell her what to wear. She just knows.
Oh,
she just
Yes.
knows.
Yes.
She just knows. It's almost like a gabagool. She just knows, huh?
Yes.
She knows how to put it together, you know?
You put it all together.
She put it all together. Like it's like
She
a
put it
fresh
all together.
pot of
Yeah.
mousse. It's like a fresh pot of mousse. She put it all together.
Like she put the moots in it.
She put the
It's the
mozzarella
mousse.
on there. She put the mozzarella on there. Okay. No, it's so to me that's sexy, man. Like when you go out, man, you just like you said, the smell, the whole it's a part of that whole thing. It's like okay, the right, she know the right colors that go with her skin and everything. I mean, it's like
just right. Like, you did some practice. Me, you know what to do. That's crazy.
That's major. That's major to me, dog. That's major to me, bro.
That's a vibe. Shout out to the first topic, man. Yeah. Again, shout out to the chat, man. The chat is going up, man. We appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir.
Did we miss anybody?
Did
we miss anybody?
That makes me wish I kept lettuce and tomatoes.
Oh, hell.
Yeah. Talking about not funny. Talking about not funny woman.
Yeah, them not funny one. My man said that's the one right there with ain't no dress. That's the one right there. Yeah, that's the one, dog, for sure.
Hey, everybody tapping into the live chat right now. If you got a Q&A question, just go ahead and put it in the chat throughout the show. Anything regarding this show or anything that you just want to ask us, man, go ahead and go get to it. All right, man. Let's move on to the next topic, fellas. Does setting boundaries on a relationship make it a better experience? Does setting boundaries on a relationship make it a better experience?
All right, I'll take this one on the top.
There you go. That's my boy. That's my boy.
That's my boy.
That's my boy.
Now we got to be mature about this though, right? So we gotta. I always do it the same way, man. I look at the sentence, make sure I understand what the question asked to me, then we move forward. So when we're talking about does boundaries make putting boundaries on a relationship make it a better experience? It did not say putting boundaries on yourself. So we're talking about the relationship, right? So that means that you want, like, say for instance, somebody wants to get into a relationship and want to establish something with someone, but all you start doing is prefacing what that should look like. Like I might have an infirmity about. I always use the jealousy thing because it's the easiest. Like if I'm a jealous person, then I set a boundary on the relationship and be like, that person got to let me know where they at all times. That's a boundary set on the relationship. Now, the other person might not even have to do that. Like, might even be that type of person. Or they might be willing to be open like that. Or, you know what I'm saying, they ain't even deal with nothing like that. But since you're trying to make a situation between y'all two, you set that perimeter off the top. You know what I'm saying? And it's an unhealthy boundary, too. Like, it's unhealthy. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't talking about general stuff like communication like we was talking about before. Like, nothing that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? We talking about stuff that's like, that's deprived out of an infirmity you have. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's something that you're putting on the staple for the other person so they can be in lines with you.
Right, just because of what you went through, yeah.
Just because you want to. So that setting boundaries on a relationship, does that make it a better experience? Because I mean, you see a lot of joke. I see a comedian, a woman actually. It was a woman comedian, and she was over expressing. I guess she was doing it for comedic purposes, but I'm doing this as an example. And she was like, people talking about know your location or whatever. Nah, you gotta wear a body cam with me, bro. Like, and it was funny. And when she came out, like, and said it, but that's what I'm talking about. It's like that type of thing, like. Why is it gotta be like that? You know what I'm saying? And it's almost unretainable, right? And it's unhealthy. I'm talking about those boundaries. You have general ones that you should make in any relationship, like, hey, if something, I want you to talk to me when things go bad. You know, that's general stuff. Like, that's supposed to be in there. Like, but stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Just placing a bracket on the situation before you just let the situation evolve to what it is. Because you feel like it should be in those parameters, that's a bad thing to me. If we're thinking that way, that's a bad thing. Because I didn't take it as boundaries for yourself. I think everybody should have boundaries for themselves. Based on what you learned and experienced by a past relationship or something, you don't want to go through it no more, set a boundary. Like, have a standard. Like, I think that's fine. You can have standards, you know what I'm saying, going forth too. But setting unrealistic, unexpected, you know what I'm saying, unmerited boundaries and on the relationship itself. Like, if I get into this with you, you got to do this. Yeah. And you like, but, and it'd be uncanny. It'd be like, what, like, you know what I mean? I can think of some others, but I'm just saying, like, that part, I don't think that's a good thing. That would not make it a better experience just because people are staying in line with you. What you would cause that, you would cause it a 1-lane highway, and they got to be your way or no way, and that's unhealthy.
Right. And I definitely agree with you, Jay, in that aspect that you mentioned it. You know what I'm saying? The last person that put boundaries on me and told me what I can and can't do was this lady called my mother, and she was doing something called parenting. That's the last time. That's the last time. So I kind of don't want anybody.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? I kind of don't want anybody telling me what I can and can't do because of their own perception of whatever they feel our relationship should be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Standards are definitely a must. Boundaries, like just those general boundaries in a relationship should be a must. You know what I'm saying? Be respectful, understand each other, work together. You know, things like that. I feel those are just kind of what comes with a relationship if you're trying to build something positive. You know what I mean? But just based off what you feel, I can't do because of whatever perception you have. I can't rock with that either, bro. So that's real.
Right.
Busy.
Right.
Where you at?
Hey man, look. So I think one of the things that people tend to conflate is boundaries with demands.
Mm-hmm.
And so demands are,
I can see that. Yeah.
You have to do this in this relationship because it makes me have an insecurity. I think demands is a response from trauma or triggers that a person hasn't dealt with yet. So since they haven't dealt with them yet, they put all the onus on you so that way they can be comfortable in a relationship. When really all it's doing is causing more toxicity from them to you. It's making you unhappy and they're fine to a degree. I think boundaries do make a better experience only because the boundaries are self-development tactics for you. And what you do is in that is share your actual experience with you with someone else. That is not created in a relationship. The first relationship is you with yourself, and then you share that with someone else, and then that creates the type of relationship you would have. Like if you have a relationship that where you go back and forth all the time, where now you have a sparring partner instead of someone who is actually attentive and direct in their attention towards you. Now they want to spar with you all the time because that's all they're used to. They haven't dealt with their argumentative side that's on the inside of them. So I wrote a few things down.
All right.
So boundary shows, these are my things right here. And you know, and we free to, you know, tackle them or whatever. But boundary shows self-development, healthy restrictions, and maturity. Similar to what Jay said, it's like the boundaries came because you worked on yourself. You didn't make it nobody else's responsibility. And see, this is what happens a lot of times. People go into relationships hoping that they have someone else help them with them. And then the other person is exhausted because they're trying to do something that you haven't done for yourself. Where it starts with you doing it for yourself. Also, boundaries show standards, and Jay said that setting mature standards in a relationship can set the tone for the purpose and definition of the relationship. Like, what are we doing together? You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm with you, what are we doing together outside of just working every day and then come back to the crib? Like, what else are we doing? Like, what do I need you for? What do you need me for? It has to be some type of definition in a relationship. Otherwise, you just like, man, I just want somebody around. Well, if you want somebody around, then that's all you want, and that's fine. But at the same time, it's like, is the purpose mutual? Otherwise, somebody, again, is going to feel a sense of either being used or a sense of feeling drained because everything is one-sided. Like Jay said, that one-lane highway situation, it's like everything has to go your way. And if it doesn't go your way, then all of a sudden, this relationship is bad. It's not the relationship that's bad. It is actually you. but we don't want to admit that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We think restrictions, we think incarceration. You know, he don't let me dress the way I want to dress. Okay, I have a deeper question there. Why would you want to dress this way? Skip him.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you want to have your shoulders out with your belly showing and tights and heels on, and you have no panties on when you go out? Why would you want to dress like? Why would you want to dress that way? Skip a man. You know, then you start going deeper into the psyche of the person, and then they have to respond in some type of way.
Uh-huh.
And normally the response is going to be defensive. Can't nobody tell me what to do and all this kind of stuff. It's like no one's trying to tell you what to do. We're trying to figure out who you are for real, not whatever this thing you put up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, another thing I said was having no boundaries shows that you will allow anything. Then when something comes up that you don't like, you can use that as an opportunity to make yourself look good and show a level of self-righteousness.
But
Okay.
no boundaries.
No, you have no boundaries. Okay, so a person with no boundaries, this is what they normally do. They allow everything to go on, right? And then they know it's bad, but for the fact that they stayed and hung in there, they feel a self-righteousness. They feel good about themselves that they stayed in a bad relationship knowing that it was bad. And so when stuff goes wrong, they can say, well, I still stayed with you even though you did this. Nah, why did you even stay? Why did you stay? You stayed because you don't have any boundaries, and it gives you the opportunity to scapegoat somebody else to make yourself look good. You think that you're doing something good by being loyal too much. You've been loyal for too long, and now because of your loyalty, you like, you know what? I'm a loyal person. I'm a dedicated person. You're saying that because you took a lot of stuff that you weren't supposed to take. So now you think you're loyal. You're not.
Right.
You're
so you don't think they happenstance of being heroic. You think this is premeditated because of the way
this is a premeditated thing. This is an attitude. This is an attitude. Yes. Wow. This is a mindset attitude. Wow. You think staying too long in a bad relationship shows that you're the better person because you took these hits. No, I look at you as a fool. Why did you get hit 7 times in the same eye?
Yeah, why you keep getting hit?
You get hit in the same eye 7 times. Like after hit number 4, you just felt like it was okay to do this.
The whole face swollen. You talking about? See how much of a good person I am?
I let this man hit me 8 times in the head, and all of a sudden I'm a good person. I let this woman drain my whole bank account. I gave her everything. Why would you give somebody everything? That's not giving you anything in return because you want to look like the good guy. You want to look like Superman instead of Clark Kent. You want to look like the person that don't have any boundaries, that you're a victim, and now you want to have this story. You want to create this narrative about yourself so that way other people can be like, oh, he's such a good man. I mean, he did all that for you, sis. That's a good man. No, that man is foolish. That man is foolish. And see, we don't want to look at it that way. We don't want to look at it that way because it causes us to appear to be someone that is insensitive. Well, actually, I'm being more sensitive. I'm being sensitive to the fact that you're not treating yourself well with someone that you're with, that you say you committed to. So that lets me know that before you got committed to this person, you did nothing. You did absolutely nothing. All you did was you didn't learn anything. All you did was have a bad relationship, and then you just replaced that relationship with the person, and then hopefully the person has better traits than the previous person. Now you think you can get along with them. You can't get along with somebody that's doing better than you when it comes to your internalizations.
That's that emotional stability I was talking about.
Right. You haven't taken the accountability. So they have, and now they look happy without you. And all you can find is happiness with them. That's a problem. Happiness is supposed to be shared and develop with you. I can't make you happy. Your happiness is not my responsibility. So you don't want to show the responsibility. So my thing is,
I like that.
A person who has no boundaries shouldn't be trusted. I'm gonna trust a person with no boundaries.
Right.
If you go along just to get along, I'm not rocking with you.
Go along just to get.
Yeah.
If you go along just to get along, I'm not rocking with you. I can't rock with you because I can't trust you. I can't trust that you can handle certain things emotionally in the right way. And so because of that, I have to step back, or I have to reevaluate. I have to make a decision, because ain't no way in the world I can have
not cool with me.
Right. If everything is not cool with you, how can you have a healthy relationship with someone?
Yeah.
Right.
Now, this is a person that's not doing the work. A person that is doing the work, that shows that you have initiative. That shows that you actually love you enough to be honest with yourself and say, you know what, I'm not really all the way put together.
Doing that one.
You know what? That's okay now. I'm giving myself permission to not be okay. Yeah. But I can't make somebody else help me to be okay and not do anything. Yeah. I got to come with something. I got to come with, at least I'm halfway there. Like things I used to do, I don't do no more type thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not even trying to do that. All you're trying to do is lean on somebody else to make you better. Lean on somebody else to fix your issue.
And that's when it becomes toxic. Like Talker Todd said. Like Talker Todd said, that's when it becomes toxic. Because, you know, and we've talked about it on the show before, man, placing everything you're going through on somebody else, man. When has that ever turned out well for anybody? You know what I mean? I'm a victim of placing my hurt on other people. I know how it turns out. You know what I'm saying? I'm a victim of placing my past experiences on other people and thinking, okay, this has to happen because of what I've been through. And they're not rocking with that. And I don't blame them. And you know, you got to go through something to get through something, unfortunately, in life. That's how some people learn, unfortunately.
That's how you learn.
You know what I mean? And sometimes when you get to that point, it's too late for some people. So I agree with everything Basil just said, bro. Like that's
one thing I want to go back to, though. I want to go back to something, and you made a good point. I just want to emphasize real quick when you clarified boundaries and demands. That was awesome. Like that's really the difference. You know what I'm saying? Like the boundaries can be healthy. When I said unhealthy boundaries, you change them to demands, and that's dope. Like that's what it is. That's what it becomes. You know what I'm saying? So I want to go back to something that also Todd said, though. He said the boundaries games can get pretty messed up as well when it turns into people always trying to change each other. I actually disagree with that because of the fact of if two people have set boundaries, I'll say it like this: it's like bowling with the bumpers on. That's boundaries. We can keep playing, but we're gonna bounce all over the place. But the boundary is no gutters. That's the boundary. A demand is if I take the bowling ball with the boundaries up and walk this bowling ball all the way up there and just strike. That's a demand. Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
I need this strike.
That's a demand. Right?
I need all turkeys right now.
I'm just everybody else bowling from 8 feet out, 10, 12 feet out. You walking all the way up there, slipping and sliding. It was like, I'm going to make sure this outcome is what it is. That's a demand. And that's what's unhealthy. Because what that forces the other person to do, just like we were talking about earlier, it forces the other person to change and incorporate into your lane. And there's only one result in that. You know what I'm saying? Somebody had to chisel off all the stuff that they were doing to fit in your lane. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not fair. Crazy, you know what I'm saying? Man. But with two people having boundaries, all you can do is be like, I can't do that. The other person's like, okay, and it's over. That's boundaries. You know what I'm saying? But demands is like, I need you to be this way. You're like, all right, how small do you want me to fit in the hole?
Right.
Pause.
That's the man.
You know what's so funny, man? You saying something good because the boundary helps a person see how you treat yourself. Like if I treat myself with respect, then that person knows I can't disrespect that person. Yeah, I can't disrespect because they treat themselves with so much respect. I can't. It becomes intimidating to some people. For instance, if you see, a lot of men have done this in the past, where they see a woman, even though they know where they at, you know, they still might live, especially when we were young, might still live with moms at 22, trying to get it together. You working at Chrysler, trying to get your money up, whatever the case may be, right? Then you go somewhere, you see a woman that's like She wear a suitcase. It's a purse, but it looked like a suitcase. She got files and documents in that boy because she's up there. She got a career, and you like that, but she your type. She the one that you know you will rock with her. Like, oh, if you was down here, I was. I'll rock with you. Like, no. It's okay to go up there. It's okay to see what's up. What it is it's an intimidation because it's like, man, she won't meet me where I'm at, and I don't know if I'm capable of meeting her where she is. So since
I see what you mean.
Going to require too much of me, I'm not going to say anything. See, that's foolish. Yeah. That's foolish because you have to give yourself an opportunity to see where that is and what that is. So it becomes an intimidation thing instead of an opportunity thing. All because you have not treated yourself properly enough to think that you can be there. See, you don't think you can be there. So because of that, you just give up. You don't even know where she is. She's up there, but she could be somewhere where you can meet in the middle. But because you haven't given yourself the opportunity, the reason why you haven't given yourself the opportunity, because you haven't treated yourself properly. Like you got like a person, it's like a person that has to go out with somebody. They don't know how to go out by themselves. They don't know how to take themselves out just for breakfast. They don't know how to just be peaceful alone. They need to have a partner. They need to have company because they have not treated themselves right. So now they get into a relationship hoping that the person treats them the way they know they should have been treating themselves. Now it becomes incumbent upon that person. Right. And that's because you didn't have any boundaries. You didn't do anything for yourself. You constantly need reassurance. Why? Why do you constantly need this? It's because you know that you have not assured yourself that who you say you are is who you really are. You're scared of you. You're scared of the successful you. You're scared of the you that can be better than where you are. So what you do is you lay that burden on somebody in a relationship in hopes that you find out who you are. This is the reason why people always say, well, when I was in that relationship, I lost my identity. You didn't have an identity.
You didn't have one. Thank you. Thank you.
You didn't have an identity to lose in the first
place. When I hear that, bro.
Because unless I have it at gunpoint, can't nobody take something that's yours. You give it up.
It's called self-esteem.
The esteem of yourself. Come on now, boo-boo. Okay, like so it is what it, so this is what we do all the time. Go ahead, Jay.
No, I was gonna ask you a question, man. You said that's a little intimidation there. Is the opposite of that desperation? What if somebody going the other way? What if somebody set all these unhealthy standards and boundaries that they think they need in their life, and then somebody come across with like 10 stages down from there, and you accept them?
You don't know what you want.
So is that the opposite? Let me make sure I understand you. So a person is up here, but the boundaries that they don't have any, they think they here. Even though they're up here, maybe status wise, right? But mentally and emotionally, they not.
Yeah, I need somebody like this. I need somebody like this. I ain't taking nothing else. Tell all their friends. I ain't accepting nothing else. But somebody come across. That's a levels down from what you're talking about.
And you drop
you
that whole
end up
thing
in something with them.
That lets me know. That lets me know it was something in you that still wanted that. You talking about the guy that he don't got blinds. He got sheets as curtains in his house. And you still go over there.
But you rolling with that?
You rolling with it.
You rolling with that?
There's something about him.
You rolling with that?
He ain't got no snacks.
Yeah, but then when they talk to, you know what I'm saying? Then when they talk to their friend, they're like, yeah, I mean, you know, it is what it is, but I don't necessarily deal with this. And you know what I'm saying? I don't know how long it's gonna last. I don't deal with this though.
You know you nasty, Miss Jackson.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? But see, that's a good opposite because that's the flip side. It's like the other person is like, I'm intimidated. I don't think I could be that because that person is well put together. But then you claim to be well put together, but you're still dealing with stuff down here and below you. Again, you don't have any boundaries. You see what I'm saying? So you can't be trusted in a relationship. You don't have any boundaries for yourself. I can't send you. You don't have the boundary to say, you know what? I'm not going to go out here and embarrass not only myself, but the person I'm with. It's called integrity. Let's flip the word boundaries with integrity. Okay. How much integrity do you have? And those integrities need standards. Okay. Those standards create the boundary. The boundary is the discipline part of it. Like, I'm disciplined. So I'm choosing not to do this, because if I do this, this is going to make me act out of the character that I'm trying to develop for myself. Character development can always be trimmed up or enhanced. The problem is your interest, who you really are, the core of who you are. If that is corrupt, then you can create all the boundaries you want. You're going to go down, like Jay just talked about. You're going to be a lawyer dating the custodian, if you will, all because you got a scratch you need to itch. And you're not disciplined enough. You're not disciplined enough to keep that scratch to yourself. You just Jimmy Jackson just gotta scratch you. You feel me? He got to get that itch up off you. That's because you still don't have any boundaries. You still do not believe that you are capable of what you say you are. This is a facade. This is the naivety that you have created for everybody else to believe. We don't believe you. You need more people.
We don't believe you. You need more people.
Need more people.
Hey, yeah, man. A boundary is nothing more than a tactic without discipline, though. Real talk.
Yeah.
And it's just a tactic. It's just something you use. You know what I'm saying? It's just something you all it is. You got the discipline to be like, nah, I don't want that. Yeah. But then the one that come close to it, like you want a 10, and you like nah to the 7s, and nah to the 6s and the 5s. But you see that 9, but they still not a 10. Discipline is like, nah. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that's what you want. Now, you know what I'm saying? That's that discipline. Like, you're not going past that. You set that boundary. A boundary is nothing but a tactic. Without discipline, bro.
It's like, it reminds me of the movie Ray, man, when Ray Charles was trying to get off heroin. He literally had to lock himself down. He had to detach. He had withdrawals because he knew I wanted this. But I wanted it so bad because it was a cover up for somebody else. And how many people, ladies and gentlemen that's listening to us right now, how many people have been a cover up and you were lacking to even see it? You were lacking to see it because whatever they presented to you, it met you at the place you were at. Instead of you focus on where you wanted to go and what you wanted to be, you remained in this space. You still held on to something, and now because you held on to it, you like, okay, I don't think now I'm not worthy, or now I'm not all these buzzwords we use because we simply just did not know how to discipline ourselves, and we've all been there. You know what I'm saying?
I got a name for that, man. I call that my ex.
Hello. Yeah,
that's exactly what that was. I'm sorry.
What it is?
I'm sorry.
Well, we're moving on.
Take the truth.
Yep, we're done. We're done with this one. Hello. Move on before we get shot.
Yeah, we go. Yep. Shout out to the brothers. Shout out to the brothers for that topic, man. Shout out to the chat, man. That was dope. That was dope. That was dope.
That
was dope. Hey, Busy, man. Let's get into Mailroom Reacts, man. Let's go.
It's time for Mailroom Reacts.
Let's get it.
All right.
Yo, this is our segment called Mailroom Reacts. For those new and old, this is a segment of our show where we play a video and we just give a reaction from a mailroom point of view, man. What we got today, fellas?
Let's get it, man. Let's get into this video real quick. This is Ryan Clark. Let's get into it.
All right.
Yes, sir.
I wish that whatever percentage of men have never hollered at a girl could understand the exhilaration of it working. Like just the whole process of it when we were younger. when you didn't have cell phones. I'm talking about back in the time where you had to be like, hey, Miss Williams, may I speak to Charlene, please? And she was like, hey, how you doing? I'm doing fine, ma'am. How are you? Hold on. Charlene! You know what I'm saying? Like, that time was different. Me sitting around with y'all being like, yeah, y'all, so I'm going to holler at the one in the green. Like, Chan, which one you like? Like, Fred, which, you know what I'm saying? So first we had to divvy out which ones we like, because maybe we like the same one. Or if the entire group of them was good looking, now you just got to send the one who could break the ice. So it might be you, but like, Chan, you just go say what's up, then we all gonna come over there. But we ain't gonna really choose none. Whichever one choose us, that's how we rocking, right? Like,
that's a life skill.
And so then, when you walk over and you come back and you like, I got them digits. Like, she either wrote it on your hand or she wrote it on a piece of paper. That was it. Like, and you know how many times I sat in the mirror and said, hey, I'm RC. Hey, nice to meet you, before I went to the dance? I practiced that jump because I wanted to know how she was gonna see my face when I told her this, right? And of course, women want that, right? Because for them, it feel good to be wanted in person. Yep. The dudes who are under 25 who don't want to do it, they're stupid, because it'll actually put you ahead of the game, because everybody got a dating app now. Now, here's the other piece of it, of why dudes don't like to do it and women want it. Men don't handle rejection well. We had to handle it because that was the only life we knew, right? Like, I had an ugly homeboy, he'd shoot at 10s all the time because he said the worst they could say is no, which is true. He taught me. Mm-hmm. Like, women understand that, like, it's gonna be obstacles to finding love and adversity to find love, and they really want love. Men are so damn stupid, we're just like, if I gotta get rejected to get to it, I don't want it. And so instead of them being like, hey, she could tell me no, they're scared to even approach it, because if you tell me no on this app or you tell me no on this phone or in Instagram, it's not really like you told me no. You're just telling a profile picture of me no. I can deal with that. And I think, like, that's why the world is effed up, man, because, man, if they could know what it felt like for that girl to, and then too, the numbers even be fading, and you look at that thing and you'll dial that number 15 times and just change that one number that faded just so Charlene mama answered the phone. Mm-hmm. Man, I wish I was 15 again, boy.
Yo,
man. That was, man. Shout out to Ryan. Shout out to Ryan Clark, man. Shout out to Ryan Clark, bro.
For sure, man. That was a good.
That was so real. Yeah.
Monologue on that, for sure.
That was so real. Y'all remember when it was an art form, fellas, to approach her, to see a woman and go approach her, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to have it together. First of all, it took a minute to get the courage to. That was step one. Step two was getting your feet to move. You know what I mean? And then when you finally was able to get your feet to move, bro, and you walked up to that woman, you walked up to that young lady, and you started talking to her. Hopefully you ain't say nothing stupid. And the whole walk over, please don't let me say nothing dumb. Please don't let me say nothing dumb. And it turns out, it was hit or miss, but when it hit, bro, it was an accomplishment, dog.
Yeah.
It was an accomplishment. You get that number back in the day, we had to get that number on that napkin. You had to skate, you had to go to the snack bar, grab that napkin, and then you go to the crib, and the next couple of days you called her, just like Ryan Clark explained it, bro. And then the mission was over. That was the dopest feeling in the world, bro. That used to be the dopest feeling in the world, man. It's definitely a lack of that today. It's definitely a lack of that today. But when that around that time, bro, and there was more integrity in it, man. Tay talked about integrity earlier. It was a little bit more integrity in it, because that was your first interaction. You get a feel for somebody's personality off rip, and if they're coming off the right way, it gave you a good sense of self. Because first of all, the female wasn't gonna give you her number if she wasn't feeling you in any aspect. What did Toss with Toss say? Rod, stop it, bro. Shut up. No, that wasn't it. That wasn't it. I had to work too.
I'm gonna sit this right here.
But outside of that, shout out to Toss with Toss. Shout out to this,
bro. Like, really? I agree with this.
Anyway.
Rob was over there like,
Rob over there like, touch, get the lights on, and then all of a sudden, was a flood of flock.
That's funny, though.
A walking flock of.
Okay. Outside of that,
you see his demeanor now. He's humble. He's getting humbled.
Outside of that, you're just gonna keep it up. All right.
Yeah, I should. I wasn't at the meeting yesterday, so yep.
We said 30 seconds for ticker comments. He said I wasn't at the meeting yesterday. I don't know.
I wasn't in the meeting yesterday, so this is what you get when you get it when you ain't in the meeting. This is what happens.
Yeah.
That's funny though. But no, you're right, Rob. That's real talk.
Yeah, bro. It was just a sense of accomplishment. You felt good about yourself, and like I said, Tay mentioned integrity. If you approach the right way and you get a young lady to actually communicate with you and y'all exchange numbers, you just had a stronger sense of yourself, man, and it made you want to continue that. So shout out to Ryan Clark for that perspective, bro.
Sure.
Right. Dog, but why though?
Mm-hmm.
That's the part that's hitting me like so crazy. Like, why was it like that? Why was it so awesome to get that accomplishment? You know what I'm saying? And the reason why is because that human that is funny, but that human connection.
Shout out to Latoya Cross, man. All right, y'all just coming for me today, huh? All right.
I wasn't at the meeting yesterday.
Shut up, Tay. Okay, man.
What's going on?
Oh, okay.
Oh man, the reason why to me, bro, fellas, like the human connection of the attraction was the euphoric part.
Yeah.
The human connection of the attraction, like when you seen, she was like, okay, yeah, we can talk. And that feeling right after that was so euphoric, dog. It was like, dude, I had to overcome all my obstacles like Rob was talking about. You know what I'm saying? I had to make my feet move. I remember feeling like that.
Crazy, bro. Funny. It was crazy.
You know what I'm saying? I had to get the confidence in my head, like, just go do it. It's, just get it. Like, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, crazy. But when she was like, oh, okay, you just had this sigh of relief, but you also had this and for men, you know what I'm saying? We strutted differently after that, too. You know what I'm saying? So it's the human connection of attraction is so euphoric. So since it is so euphoric, the method has to stay the same. Mm-hmm. That's what the social media has changed. Social media changed the way of connection for attraction. Like, I can't see that happen with you. Mm-hmm. So even though I'm taking yes and no's digitally, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just like, you text back, like, no, or you just might not reply, or whatever the case may be, or you like, nah, I'm good. And mostly it's like the no reply something, whatever. Like he said, he's like, I ain't saying no to me, you saying no to this app. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't get the, but I'm gonna put it out there like this. I'm about to step on some. Rob started the shoe piece. So I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say the reason why people don't put themselves out there because they're afraid of the rejection itself. This is why most women don't talk to men anyway.
Exactly.
Because we are cruel when it comes from the ground up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We'll go ahead and just tell you the truth about the matter. Or our reaction might be like, what you selling, I ain't buying. You know what I'm saying? And that feeling of rejection, most people can't endure. So they'll do some bogusness and play the game the opposite way and be like, hey, you didn't talk to me, so I'm cool. Or, I'm just going to pass up that opportunity, so it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, but really, you afraid of somebody not accepting what you think you are. But that's what men, what happened with us is that it caused us to understand what we can do. Like, at that point, when a girl's like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you are cute. So out all the times I was trying to boost myself in the mirror thinking I'm a decent person, she accepted me. Now I got proof I am a decent person. Mm-hmm. Right. So let me walk with my shoulder up a little bit higher. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, if I go through all these obstacles of showing myself and having that human connection, like, oh yeah, you cool, or down the line I might get a rejection. Damn, what can I do to change that?
Yeah.
I mean, organically. Like, is it the way I walk? Is it the mannerism? Like, I'm not being manly enough? Am I just acting like I'm weak or something? Like, and we went through all these changes to the point that we develop a character. If you paid attention to yourself enough, you develop the character. Some people develop a fake character. I ain't even talking about them. I'm talking about the ones that actually develop an authentic character. Like, you know what? I think I'm good like this. People like that I'm funny. People like that I'm humorous. I ain't trying too hard. And then you grow up old enough to be like, look, I got all the confidence in the world to the point now. I'm talking about these our generation, right? To the point now, men of our generation that's confident with themselves, and a woman we attract to, and she be like, nah, you too short. And we be like, that's your fault, not mine. At the end of the day. But these cats nowadays are so weak because they didn't have that practice.
Right.
And you get that rejection, they get violent, they get emotional, and all that type of stuff. The reaction is different because you didn't have that human connection. You didn't get that euphoric feeling when somebody accepted you based on your trying, your attempt. You didn't have that.
Yeah, which adds on
behind some keyboards or something, and now it's that type of thing.
Yeah,
so
which adds on to women's which adds on to women's apprehension, Jay, like you was talking about, bro. Like that just adds on to it, bro. Like these dudes out here flipping out because they get rejected. It's wild out here.
Yeah, like I had some. I literally had women that wanted to talk to me, but they play it in a BA conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you looking at me the entire time. I'm like, how you doing? Oh, I'm fine. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. We get a nice little conversation going. It's like, evidently you wanted to talk to me. You the one that's eyeballing me every time I turn around. Like, what do you want? You know what I'm saying? So I give you the space and opportunity to say something. You still don't. You still play Jerry in the Tom and Jerry scenario. That's only because that you can take the rejection. Because if it was like, hey, what if, I like you, would you like to, can I give you my number card sometime? I'll be like, nah, I'm straight. You know how that feels? Does somebody that ain't practice that? You know what I'm saying? So that's why the method has to say the same. That's why we had an episode earlier about how the younger generation are starting to go out to date now.
Yeah. We
just had that conversation rather than using the app. Because they like, I might just go out and just do that. Like socially, maturely, just out in the open. I might as well just go ahead and have that human exchange and see how it goes from there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather do that. And since people that came up from that genre, like he was talking about, it was like, man, that was a dope time because it was all authentic. We couldn't hide behind nothing. No. We was sweating. You know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't know what the girl was so cute. We didn't know what to do with our functions. Like, dude, you know what I'm saying? But we really wanted to talk to her. And that chick said, yeah, you can talk to me? It's like, dude, I ran down the street, called my boy, like, ran down, biked to his house. Like, God, she said yes.
Yeah.
You got a different time.
Got the
bro.
number, dog. We got the number. What?
You got to keep the method the same, bro.
Yeah.
I'm 42 years old, man. And I remember being a young man the first time I ever had a fine chick give me her number. I was like,
what? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Say less. Say less. Say less. You know what I'm saying? The confidence went that way. It went that way. You know what I'm saying? My confidence went that way. You know what I'm saying? Bruh. When we was young, we was in elementary school and we was able to write, do you like me? Yes or no with the circles? And she circled yes.
Oh, man. And she circled
what? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Say less.
Yeah, man. It was on and popping from there, dog.
It was like, as a young man, it was like, hey, she actually feeling me for real. You know what I'm saying? And then
he's beginning
you go
to believe.
from elementary to like teenager, high school. You trying to figure yourself out. See, in the high school, you're trying to figure yourself out as a young man. You're trying to get your identity. You're trying to get your clothing together. You're trying to figure out what kind of colognes it works with your scent. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to figure out what type of haircut works with you. Some of us grew hair a little bit early, so we always had facial hair. but you're still trying to figure out what the deal is. You know what I'm saying? And yes, go on the bike, be like, yo, dog, remember Stacy in Fifth Hour? Stacy in Fifth Hour, I was like, I asked her if she wanted to, kick it with me, whatever. And Stacy was like, yeah, I'll kick it with you. Ain't no, I'm like, for real? She was like, yeah, I got you. I'm like, oh,
that's how the conversation
goes. So I was like, yo, hey, bro. Yo, Jay, Fifth Hour was like, yeah, bro, like for real, like, yeah, dog. We used to just talk about it. Now, back in the day, we had this thing called a landline.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
A phone for the crib, just for the crib. One phone.
One phone for everybody.
Per household, bro.
For everybody.
One phone. And dog, when I used to get, when we used to have the numbers on like and the ladies used to call the phone, right? See, my mom went to church, dog. She was saved, sanctified, filled with the Holy Ghost. You feel what I'm saying? So when she picked up the phone, she was like, "Praise the Lord," and I was like, "Oh." You can't just say hello. You gotta say praise.
I'm trying to holler at your, wow. Trying to holler at your daughter. And
wow.
How you get
my mom used to.
How you start the game after that though?
How you try to spit game after praise the Lord salutations,
bruh?
That just don't happen. You feel me?
Oh, God.
You know what I'm saying? And she was
like, what about when the brother answered the phone? The older brother answered the phone.
But I ain't had no older brother. I'm talking about my crib. I'm talking about.
Oh, my bad.
His mama. When the girl called, yeah.
She was sanctified, filled with the Holy Ghost. She went to Pentecostal. Y'all don't know nothing about this. See, this is another world. You feel me? And my mama used to pick up the phone, and be like, "Praise the Lord," and then the girl be like, "Hey, Miss Foster, how you doing? Can I speak to Santa?" Yeah, okay. Santa. All right, then I pick up the phone, like, hello, and then at a certain time you had to get off the phone, otherwise your mama was gonna pick that phone up, be like, "You still on this phone?"
Yeah.
Right. Hey, you talking mad squabbles, dog.
That's mad squabbles in there, boy.
Mad squabbles, dog. She feeling you.
You at the point where you like about to go, like you setting up a rendezvous at her crib to see. Right. If the parents are gone, you could just, see that deal over there. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, then moms be like, okay, it's time to get off that phone now. It's 11 o'clock. You're like, all right, I gotta get off the phone. That whole feeling was authentic. Oh man, that whole feeling was authentic. And then the next time you see your girl, she like, your mama strict. I'm like, I know, right? She be tripping. You know what I'm saying?
You had to ride that.
Yeah, but
you had to ride that. Yeah,
we all had that experience. And then for the ladies, see this. I think this is the reason why the ladies are having their gripe too, is because there was a time where the ladies were getting hollered at. Now they not getting hollered at like they used to, even at the age they at, because they don't realize that's a form of rejection on our end now.
Yeah.
We seeing it before we verbally reject you. You see what I'm saying? We see it ahead of time. We saw the way you did that waiter. We saw the way that you walked in with your homegirls. We saw the way you did all that. You're like, no, I'm straight. So that's why, ladies, if you're in a group of other ladies and the other ladies get hollered at and you don't, you might want to check yourself a little bit.
It might be that one.
It might be you. It just might.
It might.
Listen, this might be it. No one is out the loop. Okay, no one. Everyone has some type of issue, with the But on the real, though, it's like that was the interaction between young men and young ladies back then was just authentic, like Ryan, like RC was saying, and so I think that ladies starting to miss it too, though, a little bit. It's like they may not say it now because they got their jobs and they 6 figures, whatever. At the end of the day, ain't nobody hollering at you, ma'am, and you're 47.
Right.
Ain't nobody even trying to introduce themselves to you, ma'am, and you're 50.
Okay?
Right.
Unless you get some OG from the 70s who coming in with a bad leg and hip and one good one, like, "Hey girl, how you doing?" With that voice, "What's up, baby girl?" Yeah, yeah, like that type of dude. Unless you rocking with him, we ain't coming for you. The 40s, we good. We straight. We ain't trying to get these.
Right.
All I'm saying is it just might be you, man, and it's okay because it was us.
Yeah, the nose up for 10 years.
Oh, you ain't got no game. Like, you gotta have some more confidence. You ain't got your money up. You ain't got your job. You ain't got all that. Then we get all that together, and we get 35 years old. And now the 35-year-old women like, ain't no good men out here. Yeah, we everywhere. We at the mall. We at the post office. We at the bank. We everywhere. We at funerals, weddings, and we at galas. We at church. We everywhere. We don't want you. We see something that you don't want to see.
Half of the people you rejected went off and had nice lives. Like we're doing okay.
And then you, for some reason, are you going to be yourself about something that's wrong with you?
It's the esteem of yourself.
It's facts, man. That's just real talk.
Hey man, shout out.
What do you think? What do you, Rob? What do you
my bad, Jay. Go ahead.
I was gonna ask you, man. What do you think the difference is now from the past to the present? Like, focus on the present, man. Like, how is it now? Like, dating,
social media, bro. Like the first. As soon as you said that, I thought social media, man. Everybody is so, and you could put us in that category or whatever, but it's so many influences out here that are not letting people think for themselves. I think what we do here, we more so try to get people to recognize whatever they need to recognize about themselves to what we talk about. But there are other people who are really just trying to get people to think a certain way and be a certain way and want certain things when they don't even really realize what they want themselves. And when it comes, and a lot of these podcasts and everything out here are talking about relationships, but a lot of it is one-sided. A lot of it is about you need to have this and you need to have that, and the way you need to think is this. And some people are just not understanding of themselves, and they just go on to women and take whatever influences are here because they can't make up their own mind. So, wow. That's a major barrier. That's what I think.
Yeah, man, that's real talk, man. Just wanted to ask, man. Good point.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
Good point, bro.
Shout out to the fellas today, man. Shout out to the MALEROOM show. Yeah, man. Hey, we about to get into a Rollo's rundown real quick, man. Hey, I've been going through some things with my job recently, y'all, and it's been a lot of things going on that's been frustrating me. It's been some things that just got me thinking about my place in my current position, and it's been frustrating. And I've talked to my brothers about it. I've talked to my family about it, and I get to a point where it's so overwhelming that I don't know what I'm going to do. But again, after talking to my family, after talking to my brothers, they told me, like, Rob, figure out what this means. Figure out what's this next step. Is it leading you somewhere? Are you going through this frustration for something else? And that hit me. That really, really hit me. And I'm glad I was able to get those words from my family and friends. So just Rollo's rundown today. I just want to encourage y'all, if you're in the space where you're uncomfortable, if you're in the space where you're frustrated, whether it's with work, with family, with friends, a space that's uncomfortable where you don't know what's next and you don't know what you should do. Let me stick it to work, because that's the main thing. Figure out what the next purpose is. Figure out why you're going through this. Through the frustration. I'm still working through it right now, but I was blessed enough to get these words to give to y'all today. Try to think about what the next step is. Try to put your energy in the right place so you can accept that next thing, and stay within yourself and do what's meant for you, man. That's just a little Rollo's rundown today, man. So that's just some encouragement, y'all. Figure out what that next step is. Be mindful and be ready to move forward. Shout out to all the mail carriers in the chat today, man. Y'all gave us so much energy. Thank y'all so much. Shout out to the mods for always holding us down. As always, man, make sure y'all hit us up on all our social media, Facebook, Instagram. Everything is at the Mailroom Network. Hit us up on our email, the mailroom313@yahoo.com. If you have anything that you want us to put in our segments, you got a question, you got a topic, go ahead and put it in that email. I guarantee it will be talked about right here on the Mailroom Show. Or if you want to just hit us up on our email, let us know how much you love us. We always love to hear that, man. And of course, like, comment, and subscribe to the Mailroom Network, man. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. Fellas, what you got for the people?
Hey, man, another one down, another one to go.
Yeah.
Keep doing this. We're going to ride this all the way out through the summer. What's up with you?
Yeah.
As always, man, I love everybody, man. I appreciate all the love and support, man. And we 4 seasons in and we're doing our thing, man. I'm so proud of what we're doing. I'm so proud of the differences and the changes we made and the way we have enhanced our mindset and our way of thinking. Like, all this was just real dope, man. Until next week.
Yeah. We'll let y'all next week. We out.
Oh, drop the stuff. Gotta go. Gotta get it.
Go blue, baby.
Comments, man. We doing the thing. Definitely enjoy the show. Let's go. Everything enjoy the show. The heart, the love, everything. Let's go.